Prosecutors plan to seek the death penalty against at least one of the suspects in the Kaufman County murders. The killings at the DA's office captured nationwide attention. Fox 4's Dion Anglin is at the Kaufman County Courthouse. You were in the courtroom earlier today for the hearing. What happened, Dion?
Well, that's right, Heather. About 5 minutes each. That's how quickly each of these hearings went by. And the husband and wife defendants spoke in very brief answers and only when the judge addressed them. And as you mentioned, we now know at least one of them faces a possible death sentence.
Your Honor, the state will be seeking the death penalty for Mr. Williams in these cases.
Prosecutors made it clear their intentions for the man they call a former Kaufman County Justice of the Peace turned murderer. They are still undecided, however, about pursuing a death penalty case against Eric Williams' wife, Kim Williams, who is also accused with murder.
And have you had an opportunity to consult with your lawyers in this case?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They were shocking murders. Mark Hassey, a Kaufman County assistant DA, gunned down 1 block from the courthouse on his way to work January 31st. Then Easter Sunday, District Attorney Mike McClelland and his wife Cynthia shot and killed in their home. Authorities believe Williams held a grudge against McClelland and Hassey because they prosecuted him last year for theft of government equipment. The crimes made headlines worldwide and heightened security procedures with justice system officials all around.
We're not back to normal. We will never go back to the normal that we had before this occurred. But I do feel like we are settling back into a routine.
Prosecutors say the case came together with the discovery of guns and the suspect vehicle from one of the murders inside a Seagoville storage unit connected to Eric Williams. The state has also said Kim Williams confessed that she had been the driver, taking her husband, the shooter, to both murder scenes.
At this point in time, everything's in a preliminary stage and we don't have any decisions made. And we feel like we'll be making those decisions once they decide how they're going to proceed on Eric's case.
How's your client doing? How's your client doing?
That's about all I have to say today.
How's your client doing?
She's holding up okay.
An issue also discussed today if the Williams can get a fair trial here in Kaufman County.
And I think once they pull up the veneer and talk to individuals, they'll be able to determine that they can pick a fair jury here.
Now, some of the relatives of the victims were here today, but they did not want to comment. Heather?
All right, so Dion, in your story, we heard talk of a fair trial. Any chance that trial, when it starts in the spring, could be moved out of Kaufman County?
Yes, and they addressed that. The judge will make that determination as to whether they can seat an impartial jury or not. And if that determination is made, only at that time will the judge entertain motions for a change of venue.
Is there a timeline on any of that, of when that could happen, that decision?
Well, when they ended the hearings today, they did not go through the calendar and set the date for the next proceeding here, but they did seem to indicate that they are on track and moving toward a spring trial.
All right. Dion Anglin live for us tonight. Thanks much, Dion.